Hey guys, welcome to our anniversary special. This training is to celebrate 1 year of karate training, our YouTube channel, and all the online training that we've done over the past year during this pandemic. We want to thank you guys so much for following us, subscribing, and leaving all of the encouraging comments that we've received. It really means a lot to us.
To our club members as well as others that join us during our live Zoom trainings, we really mean it. Thank you. It's a lot of encouragement to keep us coming back is the fact that we know there's going to be people waiting to train with us. So thanks for training with us. That's helped continue to push us during times when it was sometimes hard to put on the gate.
Yeah, and we can't believe, like I said, it's been 1 year. And we did this special training with our good friend, Dr. JD Swanson, who is a 6th Dan and ISKF, and he is on the East Coast Technical Committee. So we did this training together. I took part 1, Greg did part 3, and at the end of this video, you'll see a link to part 3.
You did part 1, I did part 2, and then JD
did I say it wrong?
That's okay.
Okay.
We can leave it in.
So I did 1, he did 2, JD did 3. So at the end of the video, you'll see a link, and just click on that, and you'll see JD's part. If you don't follow JD's page, his YouTube channel is called Karate Science. We highly recommend it. It has tons of good stuff that you can think about and apply to your training. Well, all right, stick around. We hope you like the training. Okay, so we're ready, right? All right, just from Shizentai. Left hand out, right hand on your hip. Just Chokuzuki, punching to the stomach. Ready? Relax your body. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Sit. Hach. Ku. Ju. All right, 10 more, but change your target. Jodan. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Sit. Hach. Ku. Ju. Good. Shake them out. All right, so today our theme really, and it might change a little bit per person depending on how we define it. We're going to talk about the transition between techniques and how the tension of one technique, the relaxation of that technique helps you move into the second technique. So once again, left hand out, right hand on your hip. This time when you're making Chokuzuki, I want you to hold your tension for 2 to 3 seconds. What I mean by that is when you reach the apex, the focal point of your technique, squeeze not only your fists, but your whole body. So down from your toes all the way up through the technique, squeeze as if you're making a prolonged contact, right? Like you're kind of pushing through, okay? So I'm gonna count, you're gonna hold it and then relax, and then I'll offer the next count. Ready? Ich, squeeze, relax. Ni, squeeze, relax. San, relax. Shi, go. Ruk, sit, hutch, go, ju. Good, relax, shake it out. So hopefully what you're feeling, obviously when you're contracting your muscles, your body becomes smaller, like you're squeezing in, right? And then when you relax, your body naturally expands. Even if it's just a little bit, you should feel that small, right? The contraction and then the expansion in your body, right? It's not gonna go this way the whole time, but you're gonna feel those muscles tighten and relax, okay? 10 more times, your own count, really thinking about how, just monitor your body, what your body does when you squeeze and relax. From the toes all the way up, right, through to the technique, okay? 10 more times, your own count. Ready? Left hand out, right hand on your hip. Monitor your body. Hajime. Good, relax, shake it out. And I know you may not fully be warm yet, so if it still feels a little, body's still warming up, don't go full speed, okay? But I'm still thinking about that tension at the end of our techniques, but I don't want you to pull a muscle, okay? All right, so now what I'd like to encourage you to do, instead of holding that tension for 3 seconds, kind of shorten that window to about 1 second, right? So a little bit longer than you'd normally hold it for a regular technique, but not as long as that 3 seconds, okay? So this time I'm gonna count. Left hand out, right hand on your hip. Same idea, hold the tension a little shorter, but a little longer than normal. Ready? You should still feel that contraction of the body and the expansion. Nate. Stop. Sheet. Go. Hook. Switch. Hutch. Good. Two. Good. Relax. Shake it out. Hopefully you're feeling this. And it's a good ab workout too, right? So all the core should really be engaged. The only way we can connect the floor to our hand techniques, right, is through that middle section, our core. So the core isn't just abdominals, right? It's the belly, the butt, and the legs. So making sure everything squeezes into the technique. All right, so now this time, really thinking about split second of holding that tension and then relax, okay? Left hand out, right hand on your hip, same idea, squeeze very momentarily, but still want full body in the technique.
Right.
Hey. Stop. Sheet. Go. Hook. Sit. Hutch. Go. Two. Good. Relax. Shake it out. All right, so now let's talk about transition. So in that moment of relaxation, your body is hopefully really, like I said, in that moment right after you tense, your body's hopefully relaxed. And when our body is at maximum relaxation, that's when we have an opportunity to fire with full speed. So I don't want you to focus on speed today, but I want you to think about what that relaxation allows us to do with our bodies. So when we're completely stiff and we're trying to make multiple techniques, it's really hard to move from one technique to the other. But if we're tense and we relax, that moment right after that first technique is the best time, I'm going to change my words, to try to throw that second technique. All right, so just from Shizentai, we're going to do the same idea. We're going to punch, and as soon as we relax that first punch, I want you to fire your second chokuzuki. Okay. So 1, 2, okay? Left hand out, punching first, right hand, tense, relax. As soon as your body relaxes from that first technique, fire the second one. Ready? Itch. Nick. Stop. Sheet. Go. All right, relax just now for just a second. So what I don't want to see, right? I don't want to see 2 noodle punches, right? Because you're thinking about speed. I don't want you to think about speed. I want you to think about the transition between the tensing of the first technique and that relaxation allowing to fire that second technique. Really, you have to have the tensing of the technique for it to be a true karate technique, right? So you can't just have noodle arms, right? And you can't just be super tense the entire time. You have to find that happy medium between the two. So next 5, your own count, thinking about focus, right? Tensing, and then allowing that relaxation to fire the next technique. Okay, same thing, left hand out, right hand on hip, punching. Two punches, 1 count. Actually, your own count, 5 times. Begin. Hey. And relax, shake it out. Only 5. All right, now I realize that we're doing one side, so let's this time start right hand out, left hand on your hip. This time starting with left side. Punching left, right? Everybody has a better side than the other. More often than not, our left hand is a little less used to these techniques. But let's try. Same idea, 2 punches, tense, and use that relaxation to fire the second technique. Itch. Nate. Stop. Sheet. Go. All right, next 5, your own count. All right, begin. 10. And relax. Good, so it can be really intimidating, juniors at any level, to watch your seniors with this concept. It takes a lot of practice to shorten the range of time between that tensing to firing that next technique. So as you're learning this, don't be discouraged. What's most important is that you're tensing that technique and then relaxing. So if it's slower, right, if you're watching me and Greg and we're going a lot faster than you are, don't try to keep up. Do your own technique as far as your body can understand it. All right, let's warm up our legs a little bit. That same idea. So we're going to start with our left side forward. Zenkutsudachi. Come on, take. All right, good. So we're going to start from a Gyakuzuki position. What we're going to do is work on Uchiudeke Gyakuzuki with that same concept. So from here, we're going to open up. We're going to tense our body. Again, foot to the top of our body, tensing, opening up. And when we relax, we're going to fire that Gyakuzuki. Okay? So from here, one count, just the block. Uchiudeke. Ich. Now relax. You should have relaxed. Ni Gyakuzuki. So when we block, same idea. Try to tense, hold it, and then Gyakuzuki. Let's just go right into one count. Okay, lock, punch. Thinking the same thing we were thinking up here. Tense, relax, tense, relax, tense, relax. Fire when you relax, okay? One count, block and punch. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. All right, next 5, your own count. I'm going to talk as you do this technique. Next 5, begin. So as you're doing this, you should feel your chest expanding, right? Expand and contract this way. All right. Good. That was 5. Let's switch sides. Right side forward. Can I take? We're going to go through this pretty quickly because these are familiar techniques. We're all familiar with expanding and contracting, thinking about squeezing and pushing forward, okay? So again, right side forward, left hand out. Uchiudeke, making sure when you're doing this technique, expanding and squeezing, and then when we relax, pushing forward, right? So everybody actually make this technique for me. Uchiudeke. Squeeze, 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 and relax, right? So when you relax, your body should naturally kind of come in this way. And that natural movement is what I want you to take advantage of when you throw that Gyakuzuki, okay? So squeeze, relax. Go ahead and do that 3 times. Your own count. Feel that natural opening of the body. And then when you relax that tension, your body wants to kind of come in this way. And you're going to use that as you do Gyakuzuki. All right, good. Right side forward if you're not already there. Start from Gyakuzuki. 1 count, block, punch. Ich. Ni. San. Chi. Go. Good. Now this might take a little bit longer, right? Depending on your level. It's a bigger technique. You must use more muscles. It's harder to tense, right? Because we're expanded, right? Our chest is open. So don't be alarmed if you're a little bit slower than the 2 punches. Ready? Same thing 5 times, your own count. Expand, contract, thinking about squeeze, relax. Ich. Ni. San. Chi. Go. Hey. All right, stand up. So one of our senpai has this famous saying that I like to repeat a lot. He says, we do karate to learn to fight. Don't fight the karate. And that's our senpai, Dwayne Vaughn. And what I think he means by that is don't fight the natural motion that karate affords us, that your body wants to do. Go with the natural motion of your body. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to get at today. All right, once more. Left side forward, down block. My take. All right, now we're going to add to this drill. Just from Kamae, what I want you to do is throw Gyakuzuki. At the same time, I want you to cover. So looking this way, you're going to cover. Gyakuzuki, cover the face. So what you're really going to do is squeeze the body, right? And you're going to Gyakuzuki squeeze and relax. The next technique, back fist strike, right? Once again, your body's nice and contracted here. And then when you relax, your body wants to open. So we're going to take advantage of that, open up into back fist strike, okay? All right, left side forward. You can start from Kamae or down block, it's up to you. First technique, Gyakuzuki. Ich. Now, if you've already relaxed, that's fine. If not, relax, open up your body, back fist strike. Knee. Now right from here, Gyakuzuki, back fist strike, all one count. Knee. Thinking about tense and relaxation. So, now what you're seeing we're doing here is we're preparing the back fist strike, same time that we do Gyakuzuki, okay? The reason we do this is just a little quicker transition. So, there you go. Chi. Good, and remember all the things that we're talking about. Make sure the elbow stays in. Don't let your elbow out. Stay close to the body. Chi. And go. Okay, relax, switch your legs. So something off topic but still relevant. When we're doing back fist strike, keep those shoulders down. You can't engage the muscles with your shoulders up, right? We feel like it's more powerful, so we can use your arms, but you can't connect to the core if the shoulders are up, okay? All right, from here, Gyakuzuki. Ich, knee, some, chi, go, rich, sit, hutch, hip, two. Good, all one count. Thanks. Squeeze, relax. Ready. Ich. Good. Knee. Sup. Think about your stance too. Stay stable. Two. Good, relax, shake it out. So as far as stances, a tendency is, right, when we come out, we have a tendency to wobble that front knee. Again, you can't connect to that floor if you don't have a stable foundation. So make sure everything is stable here, connected, glued to that floor as you're rotating your hips, right? Try to keep that stable. All right, let's put the two ideas together. So the drill, we did Uchudeke, Gyakuzuki, then we did back fist strike, Gyakuzuki, right? So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's try. Same idea, using that tension to move on to that second technique. All right, so let's just start from Gyakuzuki, left side out, kamaite. 1 count, let's try all techniques. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Ich. Okay, so when you do that first Gyakuzuki, probably best to set up for your back fist strike, just it's an easier transition. Knee. Even when you're doing it slowly, have a little bit of tension on the end of your technique. San. Chi. Angle. Let me see if we're getting it. Good, all right, let's try 5 times with speed. Thinking about only go as quickly as you can with correct tension at the end of the technique, okay? Ready, I'm gonna count. Ich! Knee! Good, watch those front knees. Stop! Good. Chi! Go, yeah! If you can.
Hey!
Good. All right, so let's try other side. So from here, starting Gyakuzuki, right leg out, kamaite. Good. Uchudeke, Gyakuzuki, back fist strike, Gyakuzuki, okay? All on count, no speed. Get the motion on this side. Ready? Ich. Again, even when you're going slowly, use a little bit of tension. Knee. San. Chi. Go. Again, stable legs. Keep those shoulders down so you can connect. Ready? 5 times with speed. Ich. Knee. Stop. good. Relax. Shake it out. So very good. I'm glad everybody's getting the drill. Some things to keep in mind. Try to keep your body from going side to side. So you're going to hear me say it often and over again. But again, it's harder to connect when everything's not in line, right? So if we can keep our body on top of our legs and core the whole time, everything is much easier to connect. All right, so I'm going to quickly go through the second part of what I was going to try to do, and maybe it'll just be some homework for you. So it's easier for us to connect that expansion and contraction when it's different sides of our body, right? Because it's more natural to relax and throw the other side. Just like when we're walking, it's natural for our hands to kind of, be opposite of one another. But it's a little more challenging when we come into techniques that we're asked to do that tension and relaxation on the same side of our body. So that's what we're going to work on a little bit right now. First time we do this, the first time we really see this is in the second kata, which is really challenging when you think about being a yellow belt asked to do that kata. That's a topic for another day. So just from here, Shizentai, left hand out, right hand on your hip. What I want you to do is chokuzuki, right? Ich. That same idea, and this is kind of from Basarai as well. Blocking, uchiodeke, knee, same side. Good. Same, right from here, punching in Shizentai. So, same hand, again, using that relaxation, bring it back to the body, and uchiodeke. Chi. Good. Go up. Rook. Sit. Touch. Come. Two. Good. Now, these types of drills are best to do on your own. So explore this. Do 6 techniques, right? 6 times, 3 times each side, your own count. Because only you can feel when you're tensing and relaxing. Go. All right, and this, a lot more goes into this technique. It's complicated, but JD was telling us Thursday night, he was working on like wrist rotation, and that's where this really comes in handy when you're thinking about throwing that technique. If you were at that class, throwing that technique from here, well, how am I going to get here without a lot of extra motion? Just thinking about that hip and wrist, time, hip and wrist. So as soon as you relax from that chokuzuki, hip and wrist, and you'll get there pretty quickly. All right, so I'm gonna give myself 2 more minutes to give you the next drill, and then I'm gonna hand it over. All right, so everybody, left side out, down block, my tape. All right, you can start from kamae, just a loose stance. All right, my first technique that I want you to do, shifting in, punching yakuzuki. 1. Right from here, just like we just practiced, twisting uchiudeke gyaku handi. 2. Good. All right, from here, watching my feet, I'm going to switch my feet, shift forward, kizamazuki, same hand. 3, 4, gyakuzuki. Good, so you should have other leg forward, and what this is forcing us to do is to tense and relax the same hand 3 times in a row, okay? It's pretty challenging. All right, so come on. First technique, yakuzuki, ich, knee, switch your legs, kizamizuki, san, chi. Good, come on. Ready, ich, knee, san, chi. Good, now I'm going to change the count. So first count, yakuzuki, second count, uchiudeke, third count, kizamizuki, yakuzuki. Okay? It should feel a little more natural for you. Right side should be forward. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Good. Relax. Again, don't be too tense in the shoulders, thinking about tensing just a little bit at the end of the technique, using that to flow into the second or third. Ich. Ni. San. Recover. Shi. Go, roll, sit, whoops, recover, sit, hutch, good, recover, jump, itch, knee. All right, good, stay in stance, hold your stance. From here, I want you to explore this, your own count. All one count, but I'm going to start us all together. No speed, but again, little bit of tension at the end of each technique. Itch. Try to make this like your personal kata. Make it your own. So flow one technique into the next, but you must have that tension. Knee. And recover on your own. San. Chi. Go. One more so we're even. Roll. All right, now 4 times with speed, okay? Last training for me. I'm gonna count. Itch. Tense and relax that same attacking hand. Hey. Stop. Last one, best effort. Chi. Hey. Ayame. And relax. Good, shake it out. All right, that's all for me. So if you have any questions, let me know. We're gonna take about 30 seconds water break.
Great. All right, just relax. Okay, so when Debbie talked about this idea of kind of using relaxation to move into something next, the way she uses for our channel, she comes up with most of the ideas. So I'm like, oh, okay, good. So when she talked about that, I was okay. Well, here's how I thought about that. She was doing hands, so I'm thinking about stepping. So think about the idea of shifting direction in stepping techniques, and how moments of activating our muscles can help us stop and kind of change direction a little bit. All right, so let's do that in a way that makes sure our Achilles tendons don't snap. So everyone, left foot forward, jukamai, free stance. Come on, dip. Left side jukamai. All right, so what we're going to work on for now is changing direction from moving backwards to forwards. All right, so the training, we're going to start with some short training wheels. So from here, from jukamai, I'm just going to have you go into like a full, I don't want to say front stance because I want this back leg to be as bent and activated as you can make it, but we're going to just drop that back leg back and use that to push into the floor and move forward.
Okay.
Do that a few times and there'll give you a few things to think about, okay? So just watching me, your back foot's going to move backwards a little bit, but mostly down, not so much back. And as soon as that back foot hits, step forward into Zen Kutsurachi, front stance. Ready? Itch. Step and then step through. Good. And then actually recover all the way. Okay, so we'll do the same leg, that way the same leg gets warmed up. Ready? So still left leg forward. Ready? Same thing. Ready? Knee, step, and then push. And then recover. Good. So it doesn't have to be full speed, just nice and smooth. San, push, recover, balance the whole time. Chi, push, recover. And these can be short steps, they don't have to be too long. Go, and recover. Okay, so next 5. So a couple things, there's a bunch of variables I want you to play with. The springiness of your knee can help push you forward. If the back leg is locked, you can't do a lot with it from a stance. So there's usually, I've had a lot of seniors over the years, I wasn't told this initially, and after a while I was like, no, you should really have a little bit of bend there, so you can always use that back leg. But especially for this drill, you can use that as much as you want. Your calf muscle, right, using the balls of your feet, can push. So if you find some good push from the balls of your feet and your calf muscle, that's great. Sometimes I would say, and still say, to think about your heel pushing in and changing direction. We'll think about that a little bit today. I'll caution you, if you just slam your heel into the ground, you might just hurt your foot.
Hey.
It doesn't mean you go forward. So think about the heel carefully. Does the heel, for you, by really maybe straightening that leg, does that let you change direction? So play with those variables without hurting your heel. Ready?
Hey.
5 more, no count. All right, 5 more your own time. Ready? Hajime. So just place and forward. Just about 75%. Think about pushing yourself forward with good balance. yame when you're done. Okay, let's switch feet. Right leg forward. Jukamai. This is just warming up, okay? We're going to be stepping full steps in a moment. As I was doing that, the more I went backwards to forwards, that made it harder, right?
Okay.
So you might find yourself just drop. I can drop my height with my foot going back, and that might make it easier, okay?
Okay.
By my count, slowly. Back foot goes back a little bit, push into the ground, step forward, Zenku Tadachi. Ich. Knee, recover. Same thing. Hip. Recover. San. Recover. Shi. Recover. Go. Recover. Okay. 5 times your own count. Still at 75% speed and power. Still warming up. Ready? Hajime. Yame, when you're finished, just shake out your legs. Okay. Just wanted to warm up the backs of your legs a little bit, or your heels. Okay, so now we're really going to think about that from a full step back position. All right, so now what we're going to do is take a full step back from still Jukamai, free stance. We're going to step back pretty fully into a full, almost front stance. If it's kind of a Jukamai, that's all right, but mostly a front stance feeling. And then from that front stance position, we're going to step all the way back in. We're going to step back, and we're going to immediately go back in. So what we're practicing is you have to figure out how you can control your body and your weight so that as you step backwards, you're able to push and right away change direction without snapping the floor. Yeah. Who installed this floor? I did. Okay. So that's what you're thinking about. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt your heel. Don't just smack. Don't just kick the floor. I've hurt my heel doing Jion plenty of times. So think about that. How can you change direction without too much of your upper body moving? So Shizentai, everyone left foot forward. Jukamai. So from here, we're going to 1 count. Step back, immediately step back in, Oizuki Chudan, stepping punch stomach. So 1 count, step back, immediately back to here, Oizuki Chudan. Ready? Each. All right. Now we have a little bit of slippery floor, so you gotta figure out how we'll make that work. Ready? Knee. Hold, so you can hold Chokuzuki or hold this position. Ready? San. Shi. Go. Again. Rope. Good. Finish. Good balance. Good posture. Hitch. Hatch. Good. And you. And yame. And shake it out. Yeah, maybe your floor is sticky, maybe it's slippery, so you have to adjust as you're moving. All right, so I've talked about the foot and the leg a lot. Don't forget, a lot of this is going to be controlled through stomach, leg, sit muscles. You've got to think about as you're stepping back, posture. You've got to be, at that moment that you're pushing to change direction, it's the same as a punch. Your abdomen have to contract a bit, so you have to figure out, your body's going to give you feedback. So try to listen to your body. What helps you move quickly with balance?
Okay.
Right leg forward, so opposite foot. Jukamai. Kumite. All right. From here, all 1 count. Still about 75-80% speed and power. Stepping back, pushing into the floor. Step right back in. Oizuki Chudan.
Okay.
Ready. Each. So if you don't go back too fast, that's fine. You're trying to change direction like a bouncy ball off of a brick wall. Ready? Knee. Hold this good posture. Back straight. San. Think about breathing out and squeezing your stomach when you change direction. Go. Good. Roll. Hitch. Back straight. Hutch. Good. 2. Relax. Check it out. Okay. Do a few speed and power. I'm going to give you a little bit of freedom of choice in terms of your block. So we're going to step back and block. Up to you, whatever block you need to practice. Girambarai, Uchi, Soto, whatever you want to practice. You're going to step back, change it up every time, make a block of your choice, step in, Oizuki. All right? A little bit of speed and power now. All right, so back to our first side. Left side forward, Jukamai. All right, so by my count, 5 times by my count. Step back quickly without slipping. Block of your choice. Step in right away. Oizuki Chudan.
Hey.
Here we go. Ready? Hey. When you finish, make sure belly button is what's leading you forward. Back straight. Hey. You can change your block every time. So. Ready? Cheek. Go. Okay. Give me 3 more. Just 3 more, your own count. Ready? 3 times your own count. Hajime. Yame, when you're done, shake it out. Yeah. Almost done with the neck. Okay, other side. So now we've got right side forward, I believe.
Hey.
Right side forward, Jukamai. Okay. Now we know what we're doing. So stepping back with speed, blocking of your choice. Step back in, Oizuki Chudan.
Hey.
Here we go. Ready? So again, your focus for this whole drill is, I think Debbie was talking about this idea of expansion, traction, tense, relax. That's what you have to do to change direction quickly and with balance.
Hey.
So there's some variables to push in, or the legs, but really it's squeezing your stomach, probably some of your butt muscles, legs, right? You've got to, you can't step back and kind of be here at all. It's got to be a nice straight back, and it is almost like you're kicking someone behind you, kicking the floor. It's that same expansion, and you're kind of here. Then drive has to push you back in, all right? So this is your chance to experiment with what's successful for you. Block, punch, all one count. Ish. And then here, full relaxation. Ready? Big. Full relaxation again. So. Back straight. Cheek. Again. Go. Hey. Okay, give me 3 more. Your own count. Ready? Schmidt. Yame when you're done. And shake it out. All right. So that's thinking about changing direction, squeezing your body in some way to have control and either change direction or sides of your body. Now let's think about that for moving forward. So moving forward, but thinking about that moment of squeezing our body in order to control our weight and let us kind of change direction.
Hey.
So from here, I'm going to do what is both harder and easier. It seems harder, it's more work, but it makes, I think, the drill easier to do, perhaps. So from here, everyone's going to step in, making Maigiri Chudan. But I don't care about the kick. The kick is an excuse for your weight to land on your front foot, mostly at one time. So we're at Maigiri Chudan, and you're trying to land, pretty much all together on that front foot without stomping it. What we're going to do is, from here, we're going to make Gyakuzuki, and we're hopefully going to use this correct position to rotate to the open side. Okay? So if I'm facing you, you're 12 o'clock, this is 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, I'm gonna rotate over to 130. Okay, 45 degrees to my right.
Hey.
Let's try. So left foot forward, jukamai. First count is just gonna be maigeri yakuzuki. Ich. Okay, from here, all you're gonna do is that back leg, we're gonna rotate to the open side. Back leg kind of comes up to the front leg, and then the front foot pushes us away, jukamai, 45 degrees. That's our second count. All right, good. Okay, from here, let's reset just so that we use the same leg every time, all right? We'll get fluent on one side than the other. So left foot forward every time. Same count, maigeri yakuzuki, ich. All right, so this front knee is super important. Weight can't be forward. Shoulders on top of your hips. A little bit more weight to the front knee. Shift out to the side. Knee. Good. And recover. Back to where you started, left foot forward. Ready? Kick punch. Ich. Maigeri yakuzuki. All right, now that front leg, load a little bit, and then shift to the side. Knee. Recover. Let's try all one count. Slowly, all right? Do a few times slowly, then we'll think about it. Here we go. Ich. Maigeri yakuzuki. Shift. Recover. Back where you started. Same thing. Knee. Recover. Name of the game is shoulders on top of your hips, back straight. Again. Thump. Shi. One more time. Go. Yame. All right. So what you're trying to do here is, so now the idea, what we started with squeeze to go to the next one, having to use your muscles to stop your body, kind of change momentum. That front knee is super important. So your weight has to go to that front knee without your balance being compromised, and you have to use this. Stop your momentum. If your weight is going forward, you can't change direction. So stop your momentum and then come out. So that's what we're trying to do. That squeezing is all about the front knee. Change direction. Let's try. Left leg forward again, jukamai. So same leg. Tiny, tiny bit of speed, and not power, but tiny bit of speed. Ready? H. Your goal is to get here with perfect balance. Knee, recover. Ready? Up. She, recover. Go. Recover. More. Go. And recover. Okay, 5 more. Try not to cheat as much as you can, okay? So cheating is like kicking and like placing wide and falling before you're ready. So try not to fall before you're ready. Okay, left side out, jukamai. Come on, take 5 times your own count with speed. Ready? Squeeze your knee, squeeze your stomach, and help you change direction. If you lost count like me, that's okay. Just keep going. One more time. All right. Yame when you're done. Check it out. Okay, let's say the same leg. We're just gonna do this other one a few times just to give you something to counterbalance the thought. So we're gonna do the same kick, different hand punching. 1, 2, it's gonna be chokazuki, because after you make chokazuki, we're gonna rotate the other way. So same leg that kicks, that hand punches. Now you've gotta have the balance and coordination to rotate out this way. So instead of going to 130, I'm gonna go to 1030. All right, different rotation. Watch what can happen. That's what can happen if you're just throwing your body in against an opponent. These drills are to be careful about whether you're throwing your body in, well, if the technique doesn't work, out of balance, out of position. So these are good practice. To me, kata gankaku, last movement. Kata gankaku isn't all about a strong punch. It's about, can you control your body weight so that you're not doing that.
Hey.
So that's why I look for the back foot. Okay, left foot forward, jukamai. Kumite. First count, maigeri, same hand, chokazuki. Ich. Good, and rotate out. Knee. And good, recover. Back to the left foot. Okay, same thing, kick punch. Ich. Knee. Recover. One more time. So. Shi. Recover, and again. Kick punch. Go. Row. Okay, all one count. All right, this is kind of a harder version. I could have you go Gyakuzuki and then punching. I actually think that's like too easy. I want to make this a little harder.
Hey.
All right, one count. Kick, Shokuzuki, and then just nice balanced turn. Ready?
Hey.
A little bit of speed. H. Knee, recover. You can feel yourself if you're a little bit off balance. Knee. Recover. So having, again, this,
Hey.
that leg, the whole leg, the foot, the knee, stopping your momentum, and then turning. That's the whole idea. The same as 1, 2. You can't punch until you've contracted and relaxed. Contract, relax out.
Hey.
Ready? 2 more. Go! Recover again. Row! Recover. All right. Last 5. Your own count. Last 5. Ready? Measurement. Good balance and control. Don't throw your weight any more than you have to. Squeeze that front leg to stop your momentum. Now, man, relax. Okay, shake it out. Real quick, a few on the other side. Then you're done with me. So that was left leg forward. Now everyone, jukamai, right side forward. Come on, tip. Okay, you know what we're doing. Let's just start slowly. Stepping in. Maigeri, yakuzuki, yakuzuki, ich. All right, now again, rotating to the left. Jukamai, knee. Good, this is back that first rotation to the open side of your stance. Recover, right foot forward. Ready? Maigeri, yakuzuki, ich. Now rotate to the open side and push out. Knee. Good, recover. One more time, slowly. San, maigeri, yakuzuki, good back straight. And now rotate out. Knee, recover. All one count. Kick, punch, rotate, no power, no speed. Ich. Recover. Again, think about that front knee squeezing. Knee. Recover. San. Recover. One more time. Chi. Recover. All right, 5 more your own count with speed. 5 times with speed. Ready? Hajime. Okay, relax, shake it out. Last one, other side now. So now we've got to rotate to the back side, close side of your stance. Right side forward, jukamai. Okay. All right, slowly, left foot maigeri, left hand punching. Each. And rotate to the back side, knee. Good, and recover. Miki, right side forward. Same thing. Maigeri, chokuzuki. Each. Back straight. So the whole point is, if you have a slow accepting of your weight,
Okay.
It's harder to change direction. So this drill is to try to, just like squeezing your body all at once, this drill is the faster you can go from no weight to all the way on your leg, then you can rotate. So that's what you're working on. Right side out again, ready? Knee. And now from here, rotate. Knee. Good, Sam. Ready? She. Back straight, go. And rook. Okay, I think you're ready. All one count slowly. By my count. Ready? Each. Knee, recover. Again. Hip. Recover. So think about that weight on that front leg happening all at once. Some. Recover. Chip. Recover, one more time. Go. And recover. All right, 5 times your own count. 5 times your own count, power and speed. Okay, ready? Ashme. And try not to cheat too much. I feel like I am. So don't rotate before you're done your stance.
Right.
Finish and then rotate. It's hard. Go more. Yame when you're done.
When we focus that back leg, it helps us not rotate too soon.
Okay. Debbie's saying, you want to say?
Nice.
Debbie's saying she feels like when she focuses on her back leg,
Not just the back leg, but when I think about
this part,
Yeah.
it helps her not rotate too soon.
because you have to tense both legs.
Yeah. Good point.
That's
And
what I
time,
have.
sorry, I'm done. So,
Oh.
and time to think about. All right. So thank you very much. I'm finished. I'm just gonna bow out. So that's great.
Let's-
And we get to turn it over to Sensei JD Swanson, who will take you all home.